Hello, it's Angela Kirby, and it's time to do the Mandala Oracle for the next few days. This is where I take one oracle actually from my book, Creating Wisdom and Magic in Life and Love. And there could be, I could do a two or three or four of them, but I just think that the one is more relevant as an overall theme for the next few days, rather than getting too involved in it, other than to go deeper into the personal aspects individually. So here we go. What is it that we need to know as a collective that would be relevant for us all as we navigate our way into the end of June and into the early aspects of July? Big times we're in. What is it that we need to know as a collective? All right, knowledge. All right, very interesting. So here's this mandala was done more later into the series, as it's number 41. And I'm up to number 61 at the moment. I think it's 61. Yes. Anyway, this one is called Knowledge. And this mandala actually lives in Adelaide. Somebody bought it here in Adelaide, and it's not too far away. So let's have a look at what this has to say. But first of all, we do the mantra. So just take a big, deep breath in. This helps to center us so that we take in what the message has to say. A circle of love, a circle of life. This mandala is now in our life. Allow it to open our pleasure and delight through seeing and feeling. In meditation, it will guide us. Allow it to whisper its wisdom. Can we hear what the messages are? Write what we hear and feel and study it deeply, and then release for our path to be. So, the flowers are all blooming and drifting in the movement offered by the breeze, with the bowl of knowledge pouring forth the threads of life. So we have a bowl up here, and it's pouring out the threads of life. It's all coming together, interlinking wisdom, trusting in life's safe regard. Shine your brightness and your lust for life. Breathe deeply and embrace your strength, and honour will always come through. This is a time where it is important to give yourself a break from others and others around you as you recollect your sense of yourself and the path you're on. This is a time of meditation and to refamiliarise yourself with your favourite books and any past notes taken along the journey thus far. You never know what insights may be triggered and relevant now. Or alternatively, read a book you've been meaning to read and that is related to your higher sense of self, books on spirituality, or listen to a lecture online from those who inspire you from their trust in their higher knowledge that there is in fact more to life than we feel we have been originally delivered. For what you see is a construct of your learning and trusting thus far and feelings thus far. Are you content with that? So, or are you ready to learn other perspective that gives growth on all levels of your being? So much to know, so much to learn, and to enjoy doing it with what you feel drawn to. It is time to explore. And it's interesting because we're in a time when there's so much information on the internet, and some days I know personally I can get extremely overwhelmed with the amount of information that's coming in through watching a lot of I'm a real YouTuber watching. There's a lot of channels that I'm subscribed to. There's two or three that I am particularly fond of, that I find that I like to stay within their zones. But if I'm researching, then that's good. But I'm really enjoying looking at books, for example, reading books, as opposed to being on the internet all the time, and spending more time just going for walks and doing some personal journeying, and really sitting with some of those inner feelings that are coming up. So rather than going into any carry on, what do I mean by that? Without going into any sort of escapism, I sit there and work through what needs to be worked through. What are the feelings that I'm feeling? Rather than say ringing somebody, rather than maybe overeating. I don't smoke or drink anymore, but other ways of escaping. I don't really watch a lot of telly, so much at all. As I said, it's much more reading. But anyway, so these are different ways of exploring, or maybe there's some study that can be done. I know that there's some online courses that I do through some of the subscriptions that I've chosen, and they've been really helpful in taking things up to another level. So there's certainly lots of knowledge, and sometimes it's just merely being with myself out in the bush, so to speak, and spending time meditating. I mean, that's a daily occurrence anyway in this household for me. It's certainly a daily thing, whether it's 1 or 2 or even 3 meditations. But one really is the main one that I stick with, the first one that's very early in the morning, and then yoga, which is really good, plus journaling. Anyway, here we go. Have a great week, and we're all in this bowl of knowledge together, so it's pouring out wisdom, and maybe it's time to move on from some situations, and other people might not even understand it, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they understand. What matters is yourself, and then you're able to do some work out in the community to help other people once you've had a break from situations. All right, so onwards and upwards. Be gentle, be kind. Ciao, ciao.